pals and stationery lovers, welcome to another video here on my channel. Today, a long awaited, for me at least, I've been planning to film this for ages but just never got the time. Sharing with you my very small, very much beginner fountain pen ink collection. I'll begin with this Sheaffer ink. Sorry about my hands, I have been playing in ink this morning. Fun times. And it is called Lavender. Lavender by Sheaffer. Apparently this is one of Sheaffer's older inks or older bottles. So they've since changed their look, their branding. And this is one of the older bottles. I picked this up at a stationery store that I found at a mall. Very, tiny stationery store, nothing fancy, and they had inks. So I happened to pick one up. Let me show you how this writes. First of all, it comes in a 60 milliliter, I didn't even know it gets this big, bottle, and it is very much a purple. Let me show you how this one writes. So here is the ink, more of an up close, and here is the sample. As I said, I don't quite like how it dries, but I work with it nonetheless, and it's a huge bottle, so it's not going anywhere. I'm keeping it, I'm holding on to it, and this is how it dries and how it looks. What do you think? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Tell me in the comments below. Up next, not what you're gonna expect, but a very much off-brand dollar store, literal dollar store fountain pen ink. This is a Chinese ink. I picked this up just because. However, it's a nice green. If you look at the bottle, I'll explain why I'm not gonna show you the green of this ink. I've since mixed it with some blue cartridges that I had to make more of a tealish color. This is the way the green writes. Let me show you a sample of how it wrote. Here you can see more of the teal. You can see how it changed from a warm green to gradually into this as I added blue ink, and this is what I prefer. Here is how it looks in a 1.5 millimeter nib. Love this deep, darker, almost teal shade of green. This is what I prefer. Before I started mixing it. Here is the green as it came in the bottle, and here is the green as I gradually add blue. Lastly, because I only have 4 inks, I recently threw away a bottle of another ink that I hated. It changed color from brown to like a mossy green, which I do not understand. We have 2 Monteverde inks. This brand is more of a known brand. I got these on Amazon. This is not a dollar store ink by any means, and it's not a corner stationery store ink. These are known brands. The very first one is Copper Noir. Let me just do a really quick swatch to show you how it writes. I love this ink so much. It's the reason why I haven't expanded on my collection so quickly is because I'm quite happy with the inks that I own. And I want to finish them before I delve into other colors too soon. This is how the Copper Noir writes. Alright y'all, I could not remember what this entire sentence was, the quick brown fox sentence, so don't crucify me in the comments, please. So that's how it looks in a 1.1mm nib, and I love it a bit. So happy. It's a sort of orangish brown, and I love this ink. This is I would say my favorite right now in my collection. Then we have the Garnet ink. This is part of Monteverde's, I believe. There's a name for their collection that isn't coming to me right now. Gemstone, that's it. Their Gemstone ink collection. Let's do a swatch. This is sort of a burgundy. I also like this one. Not in love with it, but I like it. I have these two inked with the Garnet in a fine nib, which writes like this. As you can see, I am much more comfortable writing in a broader nib. And this is another 1.1, and you see much more of the ink deposited here. This is the Copper Noir, writes like this in a 1.1 nib. If you go bigger, like 1.5, you see the copper even more. It's lovely. And this is the Garnet in a fine nib and a 1.1 nib. Love how the color picks up here. I love this. And this is why I will always prefer 1.1 and up. So that's about it. That's a wrap on my fountain pen ink collection so far. If you revisit me in about, I would say 2 months, you'd be surprised how far this goes and how much bigger it becomes. I'm in the process of narrowing down how many inks I want to get, and I'll be purchasing quite a few new bottles in the next 2 months. So we're starting small, but we are gonna grow, and I hope you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more inks, more colors, because I am very excited to show them to you and share them with you. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my stationery collections and stationery overall, that's what we love over here, consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.